Hello, good things are coming when you align with the frequency, with the energy, with the belief and the faith and trust and certainty that you are thriving, that you have stepped into your thriving era, that everything has served your evolutionary journey and your growth, that you are so lovable and so loved, and you feel that within you because you've created and cultivated a greater self-love in you through a very long period of isolation, of hermit mode, of doing a lot of inner work, of being, if you're here and you clicked on this video, that you are an old soul who has gone through a lot of karmic cleansing, karmic cycles, has had other people attempt to dim their lights a lot through life, which may have caused you to suppress emotion, to have certain addictive tendencies or coping mechanisms to deal with the insanity of the world in a way, in how unhealthy it is. Not to project and to create that, but so many people living from illusions, and how you've broken through a lot of illusion and we're seeing the true nature of this being a holographic world, and how you get to be the creator, you get to flip the script, you get to be in appreciation, you get to align with your higher self, you get to know that your technology is constantly upgrading in every now moment, and that you can choose to expand in consciousness. You can connect to gratitude for absolutely everything that's unfolding as it is, knowing that this is a force field within your energy. It helps you emit a stronger signal in aligning with your higher self and what you're creating and what you're growing and expanding on in your heaven and earth within you and from you, knowing that it's happening anyway, that you're trusting the universe more, that it doesn't have to be from an egoic need or want, that you're allowing the universe to surprise you more, to bring what is aligned with the resonance of who you are right to you through the love that you activate in your own heart, through your noble intention, through your frequency. You may find that the more you shine, the more you're authentic in that way, the more you're just in peaceful inner calm and blissful. The people may project onto you, people may want you to be a certain way or make comments or judgments, or and it's so important that you just zoom out and observe that for what it is, as projection, as fear, as insecurity that other people may be experiencing. So it's a reflection of where they may not have done work on themselves, where they're called to be present, where it is a challenge somehow to remain within your frequency. And I'm not saying this from an arrogant point of view. Yet when you do so much work on yourself, you're constantly cleansing and filtering out things in your reality to align more with what is the new resonance of who you're deciding to be in self concept, through a greater love of yourself, a greater love within your own energy, greater self care, that you have new standards, that you have aligned more with your highest values and your principles. And therefore, you're wanting to see more of that reflected back in your reality. And you can go through experiences of contrast, which are also something to be grateful for, as gifts and blessings, and how they can shine the light on what it is you're truly wanting and desiring, and to help you align more with what that is, pivoting away from and giving grace and compassion to, and also proximity, distance, you thinking about, how close you want these energies to be to you, in discernment, in maintaining spiritual hygiene, in only wanting to have in your reality what feels harmonious and peaceful, and how it's your absolute right that you deserve that for all the work that you have already put in. And your new standards means that you do not tolerate less, that you have been willing to say no to so much if you've gone through profound, extreme isolation, of periods of completely coming into yourself, doing your inner work, focusing on your values and your forward momentum and what you need for your self-care, for your mental health, for your spiritual hygiene, for your emotional alchemy and processing, for forward momentum on your goals and your desires coming from you. And this process really is a process of subtraction and elimination to get clearer, so that you can create space for spirit, you can create space for your higher self. This has come up in what I was drawn to in speaking on from my book today, in aligning more with the higher self version of you, aligning more with your frequency fine tuning, with your conscious creation, with scripting and manifesting what you're claiming as the future version of you. Yet now, in your energy today, that you're feeling it in your body, and you're taking the actions from that version of you that feels potent, that means that you have to pivot away from the things that don't align with that version of you. So not having the typical habits, or think, being mindful of where you're giving your focused attention and energy, what you're giving energy to. Or are you truly giving energy to focusing on building the life that you require and desire, that feels blissful, that you have claimed a state of inner peace and calm within your being, and you experience that in your environments, in your reality, and you continue to expand on it and grow it, and grow your impact and your reach, and how you can share this with others, and you can invite into your space those who align with you with discernment, with energetic discernment. And I had someone recently ask me, well, is that not being in a kind of sense of, they didn't word it this way, but the concept of not being in a sense of unity consciousness, like not allowing everyone. And my personal response to that is allowing certain energies to be in my reality without having conscious awareness of this, without really executing that discernment and valuing my own energy, cost me a lot. It cost me my mental health. It cost me my well-being. It cost me financially. It cost me emotionally. It cost me a long recovery process. So, yeah, I'm unapologetic about what energies I will allow to be in proximity to me now. And I'm not sorry. And this is a different thing from when you were going about the world and you see someone in need and you want to be compassionate, like someone falls next to you and you help them get up, and you show up in the present moment. Yet in terms of energies that are around you with deliberate intention, like who you're hanging out with, who you're interacting with, who you're socializing with, these are conscious choices. These are choices you get to make and refine, not to make yourself better than in any way, yet to claim that you're a better version of you, so therefore you want better in your life. And it's not to be in an energy of judgment, yet honoring what is actually nurturing and supporting and expanding your energy. What makes you feel good? What makes you feel uplifted and supported? Because if you have a mission to be in that frequency and to support others being on that frequency, then you do yourself a disservice if you entertain energies that are disharmonious. Let me know if that's resonating with you. But you can also have compassion for those who may project onto you that may be not in that energy, to accept the existence of that, to have awareness of that, to give love to that, to know that it exists. Yet you can decide what gets access to you as a devotional self love. And this is the way you can be a keeper of the earth and to focus on enriching yourself from the inside out, being in a peaceful vibration, and creating more harmoniously from the best version of you that feels more loving of yourself, more loving of life. And that vibration creates a ripple effect. So it's very important to have energetic standards. In Tarot, Queen of Pentacles has come out today, and that is really the energy of, I'm just going to get my cards here to the side. Thank you for being here, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you feel that you've reclaimed some energy recently, you've been getting some rest or adjusting to these new energies that have come in, which are really, to me, feeling frequency upgrades from that the 3i Atlas that had moved past, that we have energetically received new downloads and codes, and we constantly are. That awakening is going to a whole new level at this point in time in history. It's like unprecedented with all the technology we have, and all the people supporting this online and showing up and sharing their truth and their magic and their their medicine, their mad medicine. um, it's part of raising global consciousness and expanding on that and elevating the planet. Like it's unlike anything we have seen before because of the extent of reach that we have to connect with for more people. That is profound. Yet there has been a need for more rest and integration and self-care and taking care of you. And I can't even find the Queen of Pentacles card. but we know we were okay and all is unfolding in her favor. Got it right. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, very grounded, very nurturing energy, and she's very practical also. So she tends to what matters. And this is the energy of coins and material wealth also. So it's suggesting financial independence, that you're more grounded in who you are and grounded in your prosperity and grounded in your inner stability. Bringing the energy, it's got the food and the coin. This is really the full moon in Taurus energy. I am doing an online event tomorrow evening. If anyone wants to join me, send me an email so I can send you the link and you can be there for a paid transmission, which is not going to be shared here. If you want to enter into that space with me for energetic clearance and more bonuses, giveaways, drop me an email. It's down in the description box below to come join me at 7 p.m. Spanish time. There's no replay. This is a one up, and I'm doing some potent storytelling in there as well, some rawness and realness that should energetically elevate, activate you in a frequency upgrade, in truth. The abundance of truth, okay, that tying in with the full moon in Taurus energy. So this is saying that you're connecting a lot with earthing your energy, with grounding, like she's down in the grass. So being out in nature and earthing and grounding, anchoring energy into your body will support that energetic integration. Knowing that prosperity and abundance is your natural state, it's who you are. You are the vessel, you are the conduit for money, miracles, and magic. Claim it and say it with me. I am a divine vessel for abundance, truth, beauty, prosperity, health, vitality, love, joy, success, bliss. My heaven on earth is activated, ignited, and expanded from within me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Also, energy of nourishment, of food and pleasure, and allowing the pleasure, yet it's grounded. There's also looking after the practicalities, and this relates to home. And home is you, your body, your vessel, your home being in your heart. So taking care of you in your heart and taking care of what is true in your heart. And this calls you up to being more authentic. So you do not feed energies that are not practical or not benefiting your energy. You don't pour your joy where it falls flat. You're wanting to share your joy where it expands and grows. So being more conscious of that, and that ties in with what I had said before, is being more practical and more grounded with your energy so that you can align with being more potent in receiving as a divine channel all the wealth and the abundance and the pleasure and the satisfaction and the success that you're claiming and calling in, and that you're absolutely worthy and deserving of right here, right now. You know, if that resonates, I'm guided to read out the description of Keepers of the Earth, that you're not alone, that you have the presence of angels and spirit guides around you, supporting you and anchoring in this energy. I'm moving from a more elevated state, from your next level frequency, and harmonizing more frequencies on the planet in sharing and emanating that energy of presence and power and magic and love from your heart. Quite beautiful. You're so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you've already done and are ready to work through you. So you're allowing the next chapter, the next birthing to be processed through your vessel. This is divine partnership. This is allowing the expression and communication and the transmission of the God Goddess through you, and activating that as your true abundance, health, vitality, prosperity, love, joy, and success. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. It's time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. And you can expect and assume that I'm divinely supported, resourced, cared for, provided for, and nourished in my work that brings about raising global consciousness, raising vibrations, and creating more heaven on earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. The only thing stopping you, that may potentially be stopping you right now, is your capacity to receive. And this calls you to be open again. So while you may have gone through a long period of being in hermit mode and isolation, you're asked to expand and open your heart and to lean back into community. Lean into collaborations and working together in co-creation, knowing that you've already mastered this discernment, so you cannot and will not be experiencing the same levels of manipulation, control, abuse, betrayal, deceit, and so on that you may have experienced in your reality before. You have greater energetic discernment, and therefore you're more empowered now to sense into and know which connections and collaborations truly support your thriving. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you're doing. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. Ask yourself what kind of support you need, journal on it, reflect on it, and ask for it. Even say to your spirit team that you're open and receptive to activating this sensation within you, and envision and imagine receiving all that you require, that all your needs are met in the here and now. The activation on this says I'm open to receiving a whole new level of support from my life and my work, and I call it in now. And add any of your own specific requests. I call upon financial assistance. I call upon being resourced. I call upon the people, heart and soul aligned people, to co-create my vision and bring it into form in my reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I call upon divine union with my dream partner to co-create larger legacy from us in co-creation, whatever it may be, and then saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. I'll update you on that one. So whatever you happen to declare and say, your words manifest. And this is why journaling is so important in scripting. Get scripting from your higher self, and my own journal facilitates this, and aligning and merging with your future self, since the components ask you to do some dumping, tune in with gratitude, align with your future self, align with your higher self, and embodiment, and what actions you take, and then how you celebrate yourself along the way. So it's really keeping you in conscious creation on a higher vibration, so that you're constantly creating even better for yourself in your reality. And I want that for you. You can get your copy in the description below. You're called to remember that you are thriving, align with thriving, embody thriving. Remember that all is God. God loves you. Everything is working in your favor. Something is about to be revealed to you, a secret, a truth, seen through illusion. And you will know and return to how much you are loved, the beloved. If you're feeling in any conflict, with War and Peace card here, you're asked to follow your heart, yet also to ground it in practicality. And that can be grounding yourself in your own energy, so you feel clearer, with more clarity and confidence on what action steps you are taking forward in alignment with your thriving. And this is through valuing your energetics more, valuing the power of your presence, valuing your soul gifts, valuing what you have to offer, and seeing that reflected back to you through more effortless ease. In the book, I'm going to who is the evolved, expansive, successful version of you? How are they cultivating their ideal inner landscape and showing up for both themselves and for others? This applies to your inner circle, whether in your family, in your personal life, your calling, or your professional life. How do you imagine that version of you feels in their body? What lightness, aliveness, enthusiasm, boldness, power, success do they carry in their energy, in wholeness, in your expansive heaven already realized? Bring your ideal state into the now reality. Feel it, breathe it, and contain it in your energy field with gratitude, and repeat, repeat, repeat. Come back to this video if you need to align with that even more. Is something to focus on every day. Leave notes next to your bed before going to sleep. You align with who you are already as whole and complete, leaning into who you are becoming, and even more greatness and even more peace and playfulness and creative expression and joy. And you wake up each morning reminding yourself this is a holographic world, it's a simulation. You are the meaning maker. You get to choose what you are creating. And when you connect, first of all, with gratitude, you're already a winner. So what do you get inspired to create, to express, to experience? And are you willing to say no to and move away from what is not that? Because that is where the true work is. Through the process of subtraction and elimination, you create space for what wants to come in the new. See, the beauty of everything in angel cards and other cards that have come out today is Sky Father, trust in the unknown, trust in unseen forces, trust in magic, trust in yourself, trust in divine timing, trust that everything that you have been putting into, that you've been pouring a lot of energy with commitment and devotion and consistency into your content creation, into how you show up, into your relationships, into your self-care, into your self-development. And it may have been a very long road of you wanting to see even better results. And I'm hearing and feeling the message of November being the month that everything transforms, a massive shift, a massive change, huge financial gains, greater love, that this is a turning point, and that you probably will need to ground yourself and to breathe a little for all the goodness and greatness that is coming in, because it's already in your field. And all you have to do is simply allow yourself to receive it. Right. A great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Do you recall moments where magic and miracles happened for you before? You can activate the remembrance of that and know even more magic is available and possible for you right here and now today. Isn't it amazing that something incredible is happening for you right here, right now? Isn't it wonderful that financial flow, love, prosperity, success flows to and through you and from you right here, right now? That you are in a state of abundant overflow, that you are always provided for and always receiving. And that as you connect to gratitude and love in your heart, and you step away from any fear of being seen in your authentic expression through your voice, visibility, your creative outlets, that you shine in more authenticity, unapologetically, and therefore you thrive. Energy of thriving, it does say that you are a survivor, you've overcome so much, yet you're reminded not to fall into your survival programming, but to move from the embodied thriver that you are. And that means that you hold different energy in your body, you hold different thinking, you hold different emotional states, you hold different assumptions and expectations. I assume and expect the highest possible outcomes from every situation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I expect the absolute best for me because I know I am love and I am lovable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. But no longer feed energies of worry and doubt and expecting bad outcomes or the worst case scenario. I now divert my attention and full embodied energetic frequency into expecting the absolute best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. If you draw this card, you're a survivor, and not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. So if you've been broke, if you felt you had no support from family members, if you feel that you've been alone on your journey, if you feel that things have crumbled and fallen and collapsed, that you've been ejected and rejected out of jobs, that nothing seems to be working for you, and you've gone through all of these bumps in the road, this has crafted and built you into becoming the version of you who can hold a frequency regardless of their circumstances, and that makes you an inevitable success. That everything has been a gift and blessing for your purpose, for your mission, so you can show up in commitment and consistency and devotion for it, knowing that you are already a thriving, successful, wealthy, prosperous, loving version of you that knows the best is already here. So your circumstances can no longer influence or sway you because you're holding the energy of already thriving. Let me know if that resonates for you. Celebrating you. Congratulations. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than to be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You're strong. Others may find shelter in your energy. And right now that's okay. Also be mindful of not absorbing. Hold space and hold compassion and awareness, yet remain in your own frame. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into the primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this increases your vitality and contributes to your overall well-being. How can you move from the version of you that is thriving, that's already successful, that already has everything? Do let me know in the comments below. What are you doing? What are you claiming? Create a statement and drop it in the comments below on how you are aligning with the version of you that's even more emboldened, empowered, successful, and thriving, and so full of appreciation, gratitude, love, joy, and wild success. Let me see that. Let me like it, love it, and celebrate it with you. Sending you so much love. See you in the next one.